Oh, look who's finally waking up. I'm glad to see those pretty little eyes open for me again. You were asleep for quite a while. I was starting to think that maybe I froze you to death. I only meant to chill you enough to slow down your brain function to make you sleepy, but I guess I went overboard. I guess humans can't take the cold very well. You look confused. Poor dear. Go on, ask me anything you'd like. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Oh, but don't scream. No one can hear you up here anyway. Who am I? I'm Van. I suppose you do not remember me, though. I didn't exactly introduce myself earlier. Where are you? You're at my home. Well, our home now. To be more precise, you're in the basement of the castle I built at the top of the mountains. But I made sure it was nice and cozy down here for you. I got you a soft mattress, plenty of blankets, a little wall torch, and the most comfortable pillow I could find. You'll be able to move upstairs after we've built some trust. How did you get here? Hmm, good question. Well, I saw you in the forest earlier. You were all alone, so I thought it was the perfect time to act. I snuck up behind you and chilled your body to the point where most of your bodily functions stopped. Not where I'd kill you and just make you sleep. And I carried you all the way up out of the mountain. You know, you're really cute when you're sleeping. Oh, yes, I chilled you. I'm an ice prince, or warlock. I think that's what humans prefer to call us. I have studied ice magic since I was young, but the whole royal title has a nice ring to it, does it not? Why are you here, and why are you chained up? Well, I had to chain you up, so you wouldn't run away and do anything silly, of course. And I brought you here because I have strong feelings for you, my dear. I know we haven't really talked, but I have been watching you. Ever since winter, I suppose. I saw you in the forest making snowmen, snow angels, and helping that small bird that fell from its nest. My chest felt strange when I watched you. You seemed so sweet, so innocent. I just had to have you. My life is pretty lonely up here after all. Don't get many visitors up in the mountains. It's too cold for most people up here. No, no. Don't struggle, dear. You'll only hurt yourself. I tried to make sure your chains were tight enough to keep you from running off and possibly falling down the mountain and breaking a leg or freezing to death, but loose enough to not break your wrists or ankles. But if you move too much, you could hurt yourself. When can you go home? My dear, what are you talking about? This is home now. Just you and me in our little ice castle. I've lived up here for a while now. All alone, of course. But when I knew you'd be joining me, I expanded the place a bit so you don't have to worry about there not being enough space for the both of us. Well, the castle is made of ice, so I can change it whenever I want, really. It just takes a little time. Being up on the mountains makes sure it's always cold enough to ensure this place doesn't melt, even in the dead of summer. Of course, that means if you don't like anything about this place, I can change it to your liking. I could even mimic your old home if you'd like, though it wouldn't be as grand as this castle. Living in a castle makes you feel like royalty, and doesn't everyone dream of being royal at some point? Nothing to worry about, you're the ruler of a whole kingdom, and you get all the finest things in life. Though your kingdom will be that of ice and snow. The subjects are mainly animals, but that's not too bad. Well, people rarely come up here. Usually it's only foolish hunters. Which was why I was surprised to see you at the base of the mountain that day. You were, and still are, so cute. Soft skin, pretty eyes, and the smoothest hair I have ever seen. And that smile made my frozen heart just melt. I didn't know humans could be so beautiful until I met you. Again, with that, I'm not letting you go. I'm in love with you too much to bear to lose you. And you really wouldn't want me to be alone again, would you? I'd be so sad if you weren't here. So sad that I might just have to create a blizzard and wipe out that little town you call home, taking extra care to slowly and painfully freeze all of your loved ones. That won't happen, of course, because I know you will love me deep down. Don't cry, my dear. I won't hurt your family so long as you stay with me. And don't make me angry. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I hurt my future family? A pretty bad one, if you ask me. Yes, boyfriend. We're in love, are we not? What else would you consider me? No, I don't think you have another partner. That would be ridiculous. No, you don't. No one else loves you like I do. You're just lying to make me upset. You aren't in love with anyone else. There's no one else who would care for you as much as I do. If there is, I'll freeze them until their bones shatter. I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to yell at you like that. But you made me upset, so it's technically your fault. Oh, you're shivering. Let me warm you up. Just let me sit down behind you, pull you closer. There. Isn't that better? I have my arms wrapped tightly around you. You're so soft, and you smell really nice too. Really, really nice, actually. Sitting here with you in my arms is heaven. I'll have you warmed up in no time. Maybe not as warm as you're used to, but you'll learn to love the constant slight chill. You're shivering even more, my dear. You must really be cold. Let me just squeeze you a bit tighter. Rest my chin on your shoulder. That way our cheeks are touching. I can feel your heartbeat. It's so relaxing. I love you, dear. And I hope you learn to love me soon, too. I'll wait as long as it takes. Even if that means I'll have to carve out your frozen heart. Of course, I don't want to hurt you. But I can't have you dying of old age before you can finally say you love me. I couldn't bear it. No, don't be scared. That's only if you don't say you love me before you're old and gray. By then, you won't really be needing your heart unless it's filled with love for me. When will I unchain you? Once you earn my trust, my dear. It shouldn't take too long, so long as you behave yourself. No being cruel or angry. You have to do whatever I tell you. Once you're free of those chains, I can move you from the basement up to the bedroom. It's much more comfortable up there. A bit warmer too, which I'm sure you'd like. Once we've built up trust, you'll be able to wander around the castle freely. No leaving, of course. You'd die from the cold if you went outside. The castle keeps away all of the strong winds and fresh snow, though when I go out to get supplies, if you really want, I suppose I could take you with me. But again, I don't know if your frail body can handle the cold. Maybe once you get more used to it up here, it won't be as bad. It's starting to get late. I should start making dinner for us. A romantic night by candlelight sounds wonderful. What would you like for dinner, my dear? I can cook us up some mountain goat stew, rabbit pie, charred elk, or I can go down into the town and get ingredients for something else if you'd prefer. I know your stomach needs time to adjust to what we have up here. Good choice. I'll have to leave you alone for a while, though, so I'm afraid you're going to have to go back to sleep. No, don't struggle. It won't hurt if you hold still. I just need to slow your body down until you can't stay awake anymore. Just like this. There we go. I know it's cold, but you'll be asleep soon anyway. You look so cute, struggling to keep your eyes open. There you go. Just close your pretty little eyes and go to sleep. I love you, my dear. Sweet dreams.